Well, hello, YouTube and the rest of social media. You're watching the Work Studies and Observation Group, and I'm Ron Welch. This is the overview or the introductory video for this channel or for this vlog. And this is really what it is. It's a vlog. I call it a group, but it's really a vlog. And what I want to do with this is I want to share a story with you. Rather than taking you through a bullet point of that I do this and I do that and I do this and so forth and yada, 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 let me use a story to emphasize kind of what Work Studies and Group is all about. So sit back and just enjoy this story. I have a friend and he works for a company called Acme. Now, let me give you a sidebar. As I make more and more videos, you're going to find out that I got a lot of friends and a lot of acquaintances, and they work for Acme. And the reason they work for Acme is because I'm not going to refer to the real organizations that they work with or work for. I'm going to refer to them as Acme. I'm going to do the Wile E. Coyote thing, and everything is going to be related to, to Acme. So back to the story. So I got a friend. He works for Acme, and he's an hourly employee. That means he clocks in the morning, he clocks in and out for lunch, and he clocks out at the end of the day when he's getting ready to go home. He's an hourly employee. He's not a work lead, not a supervisor, not a manager. But what he is this. He is a very good worker. He's a kind of worker that we refer to, particularly in industry, as a horse. Now, some of you know what I'm talking about, but others don't. So let me just kind of give you a brief thumbnail of what a horse is in industry. Horses are those people that get the work done. They know the work inside and out. They know what the processes are, what the procedures are. They know the requirements. They know all of the quality standards and everything about it. They know and understand the work. And not only that, they also understand and they're willing to get it done. And so that's what a horse is. Now, I'm going to make a video here in the near future, and we'll talk more about horses and where they fit into the workforce and into the workplace and the effect they have on the leadership and management of work. We'll do that. So let's get back to the story. So my friend, he's a horse. He knows how to get the work done, and he gets it done. So apparently, Acme has recently hired a new employee, and they assign that new employee to my friend's team. My friend works on I think a small team, about 4 or 5 people. So this person is one of about 4 or 5. So the young person, I think they've been on the job now maybe a month or so, and they've gotten comfortable and they've gotten settled into the job, and they've started to exhibit what we will call inappropriate behavior. They've started exhibiting doing things in the work while they're at work that makes others uneasy, or it's just not appropriate for the workplace or in the work itself. And so according to my friend, the supervisor has gone and talked to this person and tried to get them to kind of change and stop this inappropriate, uneasy behavior. But apparently the supervisor had no influence at all on this new worker. And that in itself is a problem. So my friend, took a few days off, I think, went on some vacation, did some vacation time. But when he came back, he was immediately met with, we'll call this person the big manager, the person that's over all the other supervisors and maybe even up a level above that, the I guess, division manager. And this manager told my friend this. He says, I want you to go and talk to this person and talk to them about their inappropriate, uneasy behavior and get them to see if you can get them to change. Well, my friend, he left that hallway meeting and thought about it. And the first thing he did, he decided, well, he'll call me. So he called me, and so we talked about it. And I said, well, let's meet for lunch and have a face-to-face about this, because I have some ideas on it. So we met for lunch. And he shared this story with me, and then he asked me my opinion. So should I go and talk to this person? And I said, no, I don't think you should, because I think you're getting ready to be put into a legal bind if you do. You could be potentially put into a legal bind. And here's the reason. You're not a supervisor, you're not a manager, you're not even a work lead. You're not even recognized as a member of the team, of the management team. If you go and talk to this person and they take it the wrong way, they take it as a disciplinary action or something along those lines, and they decide to file a grievance or some other complaint, you could find yourself, along with all the other management in the organization, in a legal bind. That's potentially happening because that is not part of your job description. It's not part of your role. Your role is to get the job done. Now, a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, that happens all the time, though, that I have to go and talk to somebody about something. Shouldn't do this. Because those kind of decisions and those kind of off-the-cuff decisions leads to bigger problems. And the lawyers that are listening to this are probably nodding, yeah, that's exactly what could happen right here like this. So my friend, he left the meeting, he went back, and he decided he wasn't going to talk to this person, but he did go back and talk to the manager and explain to him he felt uncomfortable and that the supervisor or the manager should be the person that handles this, we'll call it a disciplinary action, or trying to get this person to do the right thing. So we had a follow-up a few days ago, right before I made this video, in fact. And I said, what's the outcome? And the outcome was that everybody decided, well, we're just not going to talk to this person. We're just, the supervisor had already talked to them one time and didn't get anywhere. And so the manager's like, I'm not going to go talk to them. So we have a worker here that's kind of freelancing, doing what they want to do. And everybody on the management team is really kind of shy about talking to them. Folks, that story is played out all across industry every day, every week, all year long. And I hear stories like that. I hear some that are not quite as, we'll call it, quite as critical as that, and I hear more that are more critical than that. And it is because I'm constantly hearing these stories and seeing these stories or reading about these stories that I decided that I hesitate using the word do something because I'm not doing anything other than what the name implies, and I'm studying and observing work. But what I am doing is this. I'm sharing stories, and I'm going to share my opinions and my ideas and maybe sometimes some solutions about these problems and about how they might be fixed. And it's important. And it's important because of this. It's because of stories like that is why the workforce and the workplace and the organizations where work is being done is in turmoil right now. I have never seen the workplace and the workforce in as much turmoil as it is right now. And I'm not going to go into this. You know what's going on. If you go to the grocery store, you see empty shelves. The news is filled with stories about the backlogs of ships out trying to get unloaded out at the ports and all that goes on. And I don't want to get tangled up in all that and go down in. The focus of this channel, the focus of this vlog is to study work, study the workforce, the workplace, and the leadership and management of work in the organization of work. That's exactly what this channel will be about. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to share more and more stories, just like I shared with that one there. And we'll talk about these things that I'm reporting on. And we'll talk about what are some of the problems, what are some of the root causes of it. Kind of takes you back to those Lean Six Sigma days, doesn't it? We'll look at the root causes and maybe some solutions how to improve things. There's a lot of problems out there. There's problems with the work. There's problems with the workforce. There's problems with the workplace. And there's a lot of problems with the leadership and the management of work. That's what this vlog, Work Studies and Observations Group, is about. So if you're interested in learning and hearing about what I'm going to be reporting on, then you may want to subscribe to this. And you know what to do. I'm not going to belabor this thing. You know what to do. If you're a YouTube user, you hit the subscribe button, then the bell, and you'll be alerted every time I put up a video. So that's all I'm going to say on that. So how many videos am I going to put up? When am I going to put up videos? Well, I don't really have a schedule right now. I'll probably try to put up maybe 2 or 3 a week. Some weeks, if there's a lot of activity out there, I may put up more, I may put up less. But I am going to try to be consistent and put up and talk about this thing on a weekly basis. So that kind of gives you an idea. And as I go along this thing, of course, it's like every other channel that you see on YouTube or in social media, it will evolve. and I'll sit here and say it'll probably evolve to the better. So that's where we are, and that's what this channel is about and what this vlog is about. So I thank you very much for tuning in and listening to this introductory overview. If you got any questions, you can send me an email that's in the description or the about here, whatever it's on this channel, and I'll be more than happy to answer it or respond to your questions. So again, thanks very much. I hope you subscribe, and if you do, we'll see you in the next video. You have a great day out there. Thank you very much.